Yeah, so we're super excited about the 47% year-over-year growth, $1.7 billion in the quarter. And what you're essentially seeing is, consumer engagement is strong. We continue to observe elevated demand patterns, not as high as peak pandemic, but they're certainly elevated from the pre-COVID levels. And the team continues to execute behind it via a plethora of offerings that we provide our customers. So we're happy to be here.
Well, it does raise the question as to what happens with that elevated level of demand as we get out of COVID, as we hopefully continue to see more reopening and more discretionary spending on things outside the home. How are you planning for that?
Yeah, what we're seeing here is, in our opinion, this is a sustained shift that's happening or acceleration that's happening into the online channels. And for those of us who've played in the online channel, we've been bullish about this shift. But if you look at the new data that's released, even in the pet segment now, online is supposed to take somewhere around 27% market share, up 500 basis points from pre-COVID levels. So in some way, this secular shift that we're seeing migrate towards online, we expect that to continue. So whether it's pre-COVID or post-COVID levels, there's a mentality or a consumer behavior shift. And companies like Chewy that have been investing behind preparing ourselves for servicing millions of customers are going to find themselves in an advantageous position. And that's exactly what we're doing.
But is the competition for what you do, including online, growing? Are you threatened by Walmart's membership subscription service?
I think, as I've alluded to in the past, our years of preparation, our culture of innovation, and our singular-minded focus on customer experience. I mean, we're not acquiring customers, right? We're acquiring relationships, customers who come to us and then spend with our platform over long periods of time. And what we've shown, Wilfred, via data is the longer customers stay with us, the longer they spend, and the longer they stay, ultimately they end up shifting their share of wallet over to the Chewy platform. So we're going to continue to execute the playbook that we have, driving tremendous experience and surprise and delighting customers and keeping them engaged for long periods of time.
I think it's also going to prove whether pet spending is actually recession-proof. It's always thought to be, Sumit, but we are seeing a very high level of unemployment, and we are seeing those extra unemployment benefits fade with no new stimulus deal in sight. So how sensitive are your customers and the amount they spend to what's happening in the economy?
Yeah, it's a great question. So first of all, we saw adoptions tremendously up in Q1, and that level of engagement that new pet parents are bringing to the platform hasn't waned. Number two, when you look at pet spending per household, the metrics actually expected to be up roughly 4% CAGR and continue to stay up over the next few years. And I think there's two things that are driving that. One, the number of pet-owning households is increasing during this time of pandemic. But two, pet parents have more time to engage with their pets. And regardless of whether you're in a pandemic or not, pets have to eat. So from that point of view, it's a category that continues to see high engagement, and we'll continue to service our customers accordingly.
Is your brand transferable? This might sound stupid, this question, but is your brand transferable to start selling human products?
Well, our brand stands for, delivering broad assortment, great pricing, and convenience and delivery, to the doorstep. And so from that point of view, we're fully focused on pet. We have a lot of opportunity in front of us. 16 million customers on our platform and 100 million pet-owning households in the United States. So a lot of go-get for us.
Or, Wilfred, you could just snack on some dog food. Well, my question is
I obviously I don't want to do that, but my point is, if you're already getting a delivery that's every 2 weeks or whatever it is, in a way that perhaps is more signed up as a subscription to get the same product, couldn't you just throw in some other human products that people need every couple of weeks as well?
Yeah, I think, Wilfred, it comes down to focus, right? It comes down to the focus of, our core focus in serving millions of pet-owning households, and we're early in that journey. So, is the brand extendable to complementarity? I think you would argue that it is, based on the propositions that we bring to the table. But when you look at the singular-minded focus that we have, it's about serving pets and pet parents.
Are adoptions still rising? We saw a big spike at the onset of the pandemic, but people presumably are spending less time at home. So what are you seeing on that front?
Yeah, the adoption data has been murky, so there's no perfect data available. What we estimated was adoptions were up 60% in Q1, and according to our internal metrics of how many new pet parents are signing up for first-time pet parents, or even newer pet parents, that are bringing pets to their households, we do believe that adoption continues to surge and engagement remains high. Yes.